December arrives, and suddenly, everyone remembers who they want to be. More present, more courageous, healthier. Slow down. Those old cliches. It's like our vitamin D was low and we suddenly decided to take 50,000 units at once. The end of the year has something like that. It exerts a force on who we want to be. Notice I didn't say on who we are. And in that force, we end up incorporating a small distortion of reality. And I don't say this like it's a bad thing. There's something generous about this time of year. People really do want to be better. They genuinely want to feel aligned with themselves. It's just curious how these ideas go to sleep with us on December 31st and somehow forget to wake up on January 1st. Maybe it's the lights. Maybe it's the feeling that something is ending. As if we only remember who we want to be when the colored lights are blinking and announcing that we have one less year to live. While I have my coffee and eat a bagel because Brazilian cheese bread is too far away, I think that I wanted to be running, but I'm not. Even though I have time, I'm healthy, and there's a treadmill in the building's gym. The bagel seems more attractive. And then, I think, after the holidays, I'll go back to running. And I'm not being cruel to myself. My mind really believes this. I have the intention. And intention is comfortable. It calms. It says everything is under control. It's like the mother who tells her child, when faced with something they really want, we'll buy it on the way back. And for a while, that's enough. But then I ask myself why working is a habit we can't fool. My body doesn't care if it's a new year. It only responds to what I repeat, again and again. It doesn't reset at midnight. Tomorrow is another workday, rain or shine. I once read a book called The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. He talks about habits as cycles, cue, routine, reward. But what stayed with me wasn't the theory. It was the idea that change doesn't survive on intention alone. It needs structure, time, repetition. After all, you don't buy coffee and wine with intention. We work because we need to survive. And it's the reward that transforms intention into action and, little by little, builds a routine. The next day, I go out for lunch with a friend and observe around me. Well-dressed people, animated, present. We prepare so carefully for special moments, but we almost never design the ordinary days. The first days of January are kind of sweet. People still remember what they promised themselves. The intention is still warm. And then mid-January happens. Not dramatically, just quietly. Life gets louder than intentions. Work, messages, distractions. And it's not laziness. It's not failure. It's forgetting. It's the difficulty of sustaining rewards that seem too far away. Nobody wants to spend the whole year losing weight, working out, and eating well. We want the result now. Now I open a notebook, not to make a list, just to notice myself. Wanting to change is just a desire. It's playful. Wanting is light. It fits perfectly inside a thought. But habits don't live in thoughts. They live in time, in repetition, in days that have nothing symbolic about them. That's where it gets uncomfortable. Because real change requires an agreement with time. It's construction. And we're not always willing to agree. Not every day feels aligned. Not every routine feels inspiring. Maybe becoming better isn't about starting over. Maybe it's about remembering, again and again, on random days. If the intention is real, it shouldn't depend on a date. It should survive the ordinary days, especially a random Tuesday.